Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Elite Discord Tournament. The Joyriders and the Lockhorns will be facing off for Game 3 in the semifinals. So far, they have split that series in half. Lockhorns winning the first game, followed by the Joyriders taking the second. Both decisive victories for each side. We will now be turning to Stade Royale, the home of the Lockhorns, for games 3 and 4. We'll see if game 5 is necessary, where we would head back to the Motor Yard. But it has been a pretty interesting matchup between these two teams, both putting everything they have into these matchups in these games. Let's go ahead and get into this one and watch it unfolds, starting with the Joyriders setting their lineup properly. Toothsome Reed will stay out there at shortstop despite still being injured. Let's take a look at what's happening on the other side. The Lockhorns will have a few players on the bench, including the first break for Emerson Smith. His Raiden Gaines will be out there. This is going to be a very interesting storyline for this matchup, as we know that the Lockhorns manager opted to put all of their planning into Emerson Smith. Did not have a backup catcher outside of Raiden Gaines, so we'll see if that arm and that fielding do play a factor in this matchup. All right, with everything kind of underway, let's head to Stade Royale and see what the Lockhorns can do at home. Place they have felt very comfortable in, of a place they have succeeded on very often. So we'll see what the Joyriders can do, as this is their first time in this new park. Very beautiful ballpark, one of my favorites of the SMB4 new stadiums. The Joyriders will head out there first with locked-in Nick Everdale, 400 average, 4 home runs, 6 RBIs. He has been one of the most consistent producers, and that's kind of where that consistent trait comes into play for him. He also has Tier 2 Little Hack, which is activated here against Bale Rowe. Bale has not been very successful. He had one appearance against the Justice. His ERA is 21.6. Pretty miserable so far. He gets the grounder here. Blanchard to Hazard, out number 1. So getting past one of the toughest hitters in the lineup for the Joyriders. Next one, let's see how you can do against Kayla Carter, batting .412 with 3 home runs. She likes the off-speed pitch. Alex Hazard with a nice diving play down the line, and Bale Rowe will make the play at first base. Hazard with a mojo boost there. I believe he was tense, so I think we got him to neutral mojo there, but I might be mistaken. Sign Stealer activates immediately for Jalen Walker. Jalen with not much time in the starting lineup, and his Sign Stealer trade just activating over and over again. What Blaine Collins decides to stay back on that one, and it bounces right in front of him. I thought he had a play on it, but instead it's going to be a 2-out base hit for Jalen Walker. And now here's the guy, the man of the hour for the Joyriders, Oakley Reddier. Runner takes off for second base, and there's Raiden Gaines already showing that he does not have the strongest arm behind the plate, and that played a factor out once. We'll see how many times that happens today. Oakley with Mind Gamer activated against Bale Rowe, who's been wildly inaccurate in this at-bat. Full count with 2 outs, runner on second, and Chase is way high. Oakley Reddier seems like the mind game was on him in that at-bat as he chased a few pitches out of the zone. Not what you want to see from your captain, but nothing ends up coming of that first inning, as Bale Rowe managed to get out of it despite giving up a base hit and a stolen base. Blanchard lines right to Samrita, shortstop, on the first pitch he sees. That'll be out number 1, and now Joe Tense, batting .167 with 1 solo home run, comes up, swing at the first pitch and whiff. Now he takes outside. Good eye there. And he'll pull one foul, and it is going to be a 1-2 count. K Collector activated for Elena Griffith. Elena did decent in her appearance against the Underworld. .476 ERA. She induces a pop-up here. Ranging back is Toothsome Reed, calling it, catching it, out number 2. Now Raiden Gaines, the catcher for today, batting .300 with 1 RBI, no home runs. You definitely expected more production from him in the lineup. And he'll take the first pitch and pull it down the right field line all the way into the corner. Misplayed by Finley Pickles as he is still trying to get familiar. Unfortunately, Raiden is incredibly slow, and so he's only able to manage a single there. J.R. Vang comes in locked in, one of the best hitters on the Lockhorn offense, 450 average, 1 home run and 3 RBIs. He'll take a strike. Alina misses outside there. She has very low accuracy, but great velocity and junk. K Collector activates on a 1-2 count. Staying alive is Vang, fouling that one back. And he'll take a ball just on the top of the zone. 2-2 count, and fighting another one off there, staying alive. 2-2, we'll do it again, and froze him on the off speed as he takes that slider right into the zone for strike 3, and he's going to lose his mojo. Not happy about that call, but it was right in the middle of the strike zone. So Tusum Reed comes up, 231 average, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Bale Rose ERA drops down to 13.5, so making some progress. Grounder past the diving first baseman, and Alex Hazard cannot get a glove on it. It's going to be a leadoff base hit for Reed. Keep in mind, he is injured, which affects all of his attributes, even though it's just a shoulder injury, so he is a little slower on the base paths there. Still probably fast enough to steal a base on gains. Luna Sandberg with Little Hack will activate, but it's going to be taken for a ball, so it goes away. Takes a strike, so 1-2 count, and Little Hack is back. Chases strike 3. That one tailed up, kind of kept rising, that rising fastball at the top of the zone for strike 3. So Finley Pickles will come up tense. 294 average, no home runs or RBIs. He'll have tier 3 sign stealer, so it activates there. Fastball, and he pushes it into left field. It's going to get all the way to the wall past J.R. Vang. Runners will be heading to second and third. So big double with 1 out and runners in scoring position. Finley Pickles will get his mojo back. And now the Joyriders are cooking here against Bale Rowe. He is in trouble with only 1 out. He'll see if he can manage to get out of this situation. Against Talia Erickson, who has that sign stealer and sends this one to right field. That's a very, very low wall in right field. Blaine Collins will catch it, and he throws it all the way home. Both runners will advance, and that is the first run of the ball game. A sacrifice fly from Talia Erickson. She read that off-speed pitch, but she almost got it out in right field. It ends up being a sacrifice fly. So 1-0 Joyriders here in the top of the second, and let's make it 3-0 as holy moly, that ball got out in a hurry. And she's taking a ride around the bases, having fun. That was the 429 shot. Caroline Gomez, first home run and second RBI of the tournament. She has no contact worth speaking of, but she does have pop in that bat, and she found the barrel, and she got that one out. So it's 3-0 now, and Bale Rowe is tense against Nick Everdale, top of the lineup here. Little Hack activates once again. And that's going to be blooped foul. Nice diving effort from Alex Hazard. Nowhere close, but 0-2 count with 2 outs. Diving attempt from Tandy Saunders. He tries to get up and throws it across the diamond, not in time, as the runner was able to reach first base safely. So I believe that was Nick Everdale will reach on an infield single with 2 outs. And now Kayla Carter comes up to the plate again. And Raiden Gaines makes a mistake. Ball was low, and he is not comfortable playing behind the plate, and you could see it showed there as he was not able to block that one properly. Runner advances to second easily. Kayla Carter hits an off-speed pitch, but foul. 1-2 count, Little Hack. Bale Rowe will give up another base hit. This one sent to right field. Blaine Collins will come up throwing, and the runner will have to hold at third. 2 outs, and the inning continues for the Joyriders as Jalen Walker, 1 for 1 today. We'll see. Oh my goodness, Bale Rowe sends one, tries to check on the runner at first base, sails right over the head of Alex Hazard. Great throw from Blaine Collins, but he misplays it at third base. What a mess for the Lockhorns right now. 1 run scores now. Rain Gaines makes another mistake, and safe coming home, Kayla Carter. She is able to get underneath the tag of Bale Rowe, and this is just completely falling apart for the Lockhorns here. Jalen Walker with a 1-2 count. Bale Rowe is rattled after some serious mistakes. Rain Gaines behind the plate is definitely not the right play, and finally gets the strikeout there, but 5 runs come across in the top of the second. The only good news here is the Lockhorns still have time, but man, I don't know where you go from here, as there's not much you can fix for this game. You kind of just have to grit your teeth and bear it. I don't. Alex Hazard is going to make some loud noises. Nice diving effort from Finley Pickles, but it's going to be a single no matter what, as Alex Hazard hits one hard, and that's going to be something that hopefully the Lockhorns feel will get him going, as he was batting under 200 up until that point. Tier 3 base jogger over there at first base with already slow speed. Marv Kim, who's been a surprise producer with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs. Tier 1 off-speed hitter, not much contact. We'll see what he does here against Elena with a 2-2 count and no outs. Marv takes ball 3, so now full count. And we'll get an off-speed pitch, sends this one down the left field line. It's going to hang up. Easy play for Caroline Gomez, who will catch that for out number 1, and Alex has to retreat back to first base. Blaine Collins comes up batting .091 on the tournament. 1 RBI, no home runs. Tier 2 sprinter, which will help him boost that speed a little bit out of the box, but this one sent to deep left field. He might have got enough into this one. It's tailing towards the line. It's going to hit up the foul pole. And the Lockhorns come roaring back as he rams into that one. Sends it down the left field foul line. 362. Blaine Collins with his first home run of the tournament. Make this a 5-2 ball game. And we've seen it plenty of times. The Lockhorns are never out of any ball game, no matter the deficit, no matter how much time is left in the game. Here comes Elena Lim, 471 average, no home runs, 2 RBIs. Great speed, decent power and contact, slightly above average, and she'll get that one over the diving second baseman. It's going up the middle. Oakley Reddier will come in and cut that off before it gets any deeper into that gap, and it's going to be a single for Elena Lim. So the Lockhorns with a little bit of momentum here, with only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Tandy Saunders comes up batting 1,000, has had limited appearances as Joe Tent seems to continue to get more playing time. That ball flies off of the glove of Talia Erickson, and that's going to allow the runner to advance. Only 1 base, however, as it does get out of play. 2-1 count here. Elena Griffith is tense after the wild pitch. Runner takes off for third. Elena Lim safe under the tag. Nick Averdale has something to say to the ump over there at third base, but instead it's going to be first and third. Elena Griffith losing some of her momentum that she had after that first inning. Gabriel Blanchard will be locked in. Maxed out contact versus righties. Elena Griffith falling behind in this current inning. She is tense, 33 pitches, so she's starting to get up there in the pitch count. Accuracy is super low right now. And Gabriel Blanchard will tie it up with a huge shot to right center field. What a blast from Gabriel Blanchard, the leadoff man. Uses that contact and takes advantage. 453, his second home run, 5th RBI, and we are tied up 5-5. So this game is far from over. You thought after that last inning or half inning from the Lockhorns defense that things were looking real bad for them, and we have a new ball game. Joe Tent will come up with 1 out. He is still tense, batting 158. He'll take a strike after fouling 1 back, so 0-2 immediately. Takes the ball outside. Again, 2-2 with 1 out, and a ball in the dirt, doesn't chase, so we're full. There's ball 4, so Elena Griffith cannot find the strike zone. You hope for that wildly effective, but right now she is not even competitive, and so she's going to get pulled after being rattled after that walk. Al Khan comes in, has not allowed an earned run in the tournament so far, in his limited appearances, 5 strikeouts. Alex Hazard trying to or sorry, Raiden Gaines, who's tense, is trying to get his mojo back. Instead, he'll ground to short to some read tosses to Sandberg over to Carter, out number 3. Whew, what an inning. Both teams scoring 5 runs apiece, 10 runs in 1 inning combined. And we go to the top of the 3rd. So we might be looking at a bullpen game as Bale Rowe is still rattled, and with that mind gamer, has no accuracy whatsoever. So he's either going to miss the strike zone completely, which he's getting 2 strikes here, or Reddier is going to get a ball right in the middle of the zone. And 1-2 count as Reddier is still chasing out of the zone, still locked in, however. We'll make it 2-2. Stays inside, so full for Oakley. And he'll get a pitch he likes, but he'll pull it foul, not making good contact there. And that ball is going to bounce off the ground for a nice walk as he also worked the pitch count. Oakley Reddier standing on first base, still locked in. Great speed over there. And Teacup Roden will come in to replace Bale Rowe, just like Al Khan has not allowed a run. .88 whip and 8 strikeouts. The first pitch he gets, oh my goodness, Alex Hazard gets a ground ball to him, tailor-made double play, and he throws it in the dirt to second base and misplayed by the shortstop, Teddy Saunders. He can't recover fast enough to get it back over to first, and so instead of 2 outs and nobody on, 2 on and nobody out for Luna Sandberg, they check on the runner at second base, and it seems like everyone's on the everyone's making mistakes on the defensive side of things. Teacup Roden with surrounded will get the strikeout there. So what could have ended the inning now means Finley Pickles, who has a double already today, comes up to the plate. Tier 1 surrounded for Teacup. She's a bit tired, as I believe she pitched in the last one, 5 pitches already. And she's kind of at that just above half stamina. Off-speed pitch predicted. And it'll be a blooping line out to Blaine Collins in right field. That'll send Finley Pickles back to the dugout with tense mojo once again. And Talia Erickson, who has a sacrifice fly, she's got neutral mojo right now. And Teacup Roden looking to try and get out of this. 2 outs, 2 on. Fastball predicted. And what a play from Marv Kim as he gets up there. He gets up as much height as he can, climbs the ladder right behind third base and makes that play to end the inning. So the error from Alex Hazard does not end up costing them, and we're still tied 5-5. Alcon against J.R. Vang, who's back to neutral mojo after, I believe, striking out the last time. Fastball. Yeah, he struck out on a slider. And here he goes again as J.R. Vang hasn't felt comfortable taking the bat off of his shoulders. Alex Hazard, despite that error, is at neutral mojo, so I wonder if he was locked in before that. He did have a single his last time up, made really good contact and pulled it to right field. 1-1 count here. Khan drops that slider in. I believe that actually was the curveball. Hard to tell the difference between the two of them sometimes. A fastball breaks the bat, and Tusum Reed will throw it into the ground, but nice scoop from Kayla Carter, and you can see that sore shoulder from Reed is still messing with him as he couldn't get the throw over there. Luckily, Kayla, a great defender at first, bails him out. This ball ripped hard but pulled foul, and Marv Kim, who's locked in after the nice play, will swing through strike 2 on the off-speed pitch. 0-2 count, and he'll fight to stay alive. We'll do it again with 2 outs. Another foul. Khan locked in. And Kim will get one on the inside part of the bat, and it's just going to be fluttered over to second base for out number 3. So quiet inning from both teams in the 3rd. We'll see if things change here in the 4th. We are at bullpen game the rest of the way. Bale Rowe behind, or standing there in the dugout, just kind of shaking his head, not sure what's going on as he has the talent. Caroline Gomez sends one to deep right center field into that valley, and not making a play on it. Elena Lim will have a trouble with it as it bounces off the wall. I thought she was going to dive for that, but instead it gets down, and that's a leadoff double for Caroline Gomez, kind of the Joyriders version of Marv Kim. And somehow both of them have found success in this tournament. Nick Everdale comes in locked in, Little Hack activated. I think he's 1 for 2 today, if I'm not mistaken, or he walked. I can't remember. 1-2 count. Teacup will get the pop up, but it's going to go foul and out of play. Off the netting and behind the plate. And chases strike 3. Nasty pitch from Teacup Roden, and she's grinning as she gets the ball back. She was very happy with that one. And now with 1 out, Kayla Carter comes up 1 for 2 with a single. And you always have to be careful with those off-speed pitches against her. She gets one there, but pulls it foul. A bit antsy when she sees a pitch she likes. Gets a fastball at the bottom of the zone, swings right through it. And then this one tailing high, just making contact and pulled foul. Kayla blasts one to left field. That one got enough. That's going to get out of here. J.R. Vang with a nice leap, but Kayla Carter, even though she did not get a pitch she's used to swinging at, she gets a fastball. 386, times it perfectly. Her 4th home run, 7 RBIs in the tournament. And oh my goodness, 2-run lead again for the Joyriders, making it 7-5. Jalen Carter 1 for 2 today. Teacup now tense. Her first runs allowed in the tournament gives her a 1.93 ERA so far. Tandy Saunders with a nice diving play up the middle, but not in time. Speedy Jalen Walker is able to reach on the infield single. I think that's the second time that's happened. Oakley Reddy are 0 for 1 with a walk, and Garlic McConnell will come in to replace Roden. Garlic locked in after his last performance and immediately gives up a base hit to Oakley Reddier, past the diving Blanchard and into right field. So 2 on, 1 out still, and Tusum Reed will come up. Despite the sore shoulder, he has still been hitting decently well. 1 for 2 today. Still looking for a low pitch to drive. Good speed on the base paths, both sides. And Tusum will drive one into left field, but unfortunately it hangs up for J.R. Vang as he is mad. He got a hold of one, but it did not find green grass, and J.R. Vang gets that one in. It'll make it 2 outs, and runners stay at their bases. Garlic McConnell now facing off against Luna Sandberg. A lot of little hacks on this Joyrider team, and she's going to make a little hack, pull it to third. Marv Kim will toss it across the diamond and the inning. So 2-run score on the Kayla Carter huge 2-run homer against Teacup Roden. Her first mistake of the tournament, truly, and Kayla was able to capitalize now with a 7-5 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Al Khan trying to hold the fort down for his team and help bail out Elena Griffith. This one pulled into left field corner, and Caroline Gomez can't get to it in time. I did not catch who hit that one, but it's going to be a leadoff single for... Oh, I'm trying to remember. It was after Marv Kim. I don't remember. Here comes Elena Lim, batting 500 now. Getting her second at-bat of the day. And Alcon takes care of her very quickly on 3 pitches. Oh, I can see him over there. Oh, Blaine Collins. Is that Blaine Collins over there at first base? Trying to remember. Tandy Saunders comes up. Still batting 1,000. Al locked in. Gets him down 0-2 immediately. And Tandy up the middle to some Reed over to Luna Sandberg, and cannot turn the double play as Tandy with good hustle gets down the line, is able to cut that off. It's going to be a fielder's choice, and now Gabriel Blanchard, who already hit 1 home run today. Oh, he swings at the first pitch. He saw an off-speed pitch he thought was hanging, and he could not get on top of it. Nick Everdale gets all the way down the left field line and catching that for out number 3. So quiet inning for the Lockhorns. They are not able to respond to the Joyriders, and now Finley Pickles will come up. Still tense. He's been teetering back and forth all game. He gets a base hit on the first pitch he sees, and that'll help his mojo, I'm sure. Yep, there it is. Talia looking to recover her mojo. She is tense right now. 0 for 1. She had a sacrifice fly in the second inning. Garlic still locked in despite giving up the base hit. We'll see how long he can stay in this one. And, oh my goodness, Talia tries to bunt the runner over to second base. Instead, she pops it straight up, and Graydon Gaines, that play was at least easy enough for him as he managed to catch that one on the fly, and the runner has to hold at first. Runner takes off for second base, and Raiden sails it. Nice play from Gabriel to read that one and get over in time to prevent it from getting into center field. Bad throw from Raiden Gaines allows the slow-footed runner to reach second base easily. And now Caroline Gomez, 2 for 2 today. Huge day for her with a double and a home run. Looking to continue her streak. Tandy Saunders gets that one, and mistake from Finley Pickles. Oh my goodness. Gabriel Blanchard saving everyone today, as that's going to end or get the second out. The runner foolishly taking off for third right on the hit, and Tandy Saunders alert. He's able to toss it to third, get the runner in a rundown, and tag them for out number 2. And good thing he did, because if they would have only gone for first base, a runner would have scored there. As we got a base hit, and now Kayla Carter comes up. 2 on. She is locked in. 2 for 3 with a home run. She's got 3 RBIs, I think. Takes an off-speed pitch and pulls it foul. Garlic McConnell still locked in, and we'll get her to ground to Alex Hazard to end the inning. She's going to lose her mojo, and no one scores for the Joyriders. So we'll take a 7-5 lead into the bottom of the 5th. Joe Tent will come up, rally starter activated, 0 for 1 with a walk. High pressure here, so his Tent's mojo is counteracted by that rally starter trade, thankfully. And we'll swing at a pitch, ground slowly to third. Nick Everdale, easy toss to Carter, out number 1. Oh my God, Joe Tent has been so frustrating to watch. Raiden Gaines comes up. He is still tense. It has been a very rough day for him, but he does manage to get a single up the middle, just off the back of the pitcher's mound, and into center field for a 1-out hit for J.R. Vang. 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts, has been really lost. I don't know if he kind of just forgot what it's like to play at home or what's going on, but he needs to find himself to help his team out. 0-2 right now. Al Khan still locked in. Wow. Nasty pitching from Al Khan to get J.R. Vang. He struck him out twice. Elena Griffith striking him out once. And what is that, Golden Sombrero? Is that 3 or is it 4 strikeouts? I cannot recall, but J.R. Vang having an ugly day. To couple that with Raiden Gaines just doesn't look good. Alex Hazard down 0-2 with 2 outs. And he sends one to right center field. This one's going to get down all the way to the wall. Bouncing off. Oakley Reddier gets to it quickly. Alex Hazard will be coasting into second base. And a huge moment here as 2 runners in scoring position for Marv Kim. 0 for 2 today. Has been a surprise producer. We'll see if he's capable of doing it once again. Al Khan has to be careful. Throws the off-speed pitch, not even flinching. And Marv will hit that one, but pushed foul. So down 0-2, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Tying run on second. Marv misses it. Oh, that was his pitch. He knew it. Shatters the bat as he heads back to the dugout. Al Khan with a masterful performance so far today, as he has shut out the Lockhorns since he came in. And the Joyriders looking to add some insurance here in the top of the 6th. Hoping to put this one away. This one sent to deep left field. J.R. Vang, 1 step off the warning track. Will catch that for out number 1. Oakley Reddier comes up 1 for 2. Has reached base twice with a single and a walk. First pitch swung on the last one. Got a base hit. He's still locked in. Bad ball hitter. Mind game activated. And he's going to ground right to shortstop. Tandy Saunders not messing around. Immediately scoops and tosses to first for out number 2. Some Reed now coming up, 1 for 3. Max pressure, and Garlic McConnell, who has stayed in for a long time now, still doing well. He's still locked in. 20th pitch here. And that is going to be strike 2, and that ball is going to get down the left field line. Marv Kim makes a diving effort, but not in time, as that ball is going to get past him and into left field. It's going to be a 2-out single, and Luna Sandberg, 0 for 3 today, will come up. 333 average with no home runs or RBIs. She has struggled today. Runner on first with minimal speed. This one will be blooped into right center field. Calling it is Collins. catching that for out number 3. So Garlic McConnell comes in and kind of bails out Teacup Roden, who made the mistake to Kayla Carter. But this is last 3 outs to work with as the Lockhorns down by 3. I'm sorry, down by 2, needing 3 to win. Blaine Collins is locked in. Al Khan will continue his masterful performance with another nice strike. And Tusum Reed diving play, and he gets up and gets the out. Oh my goodness, he still can do it despite the injury, making an incredible play here in the bottom of the 6th. And Blaine Collins just could not get down the line fast enough. So he's going to be out number 1. Elena Lim swings at the first pitch, and a diving play from Nick Everdale. He hurts himself. We'll see what that ends up being. Nick Everdale, oh my goodness. DeAndre Fleshman comes into play. Third base, dislocated shoulder for Nick Everdale. Oh my God, what is happening here? The starting pitcher will be at third base. They're just using duct tape and Band-Aids right here as Tandy Saunders sends one to deep left field, and that's going to get out of here. Oh my goodness. Tandy Saunders keeps this alive with 2 outs, 399, just barely getting it over the left center field wall, and that's going to be a 1-run deficit for Gabriel Blanchard with tier 3 contact versus righties. Al Khan just gives up his first run of the tournament so far. Gabriel Blanchard with a chance to play hero to tie this game to 0-2 count, and he swings through strike 3. Gabriel cannot come through for the Lockhorns. The Joyriders come into Stade Royale, and they make a statement as they win this one. It was miserable. Both teams were very ugly in this one. A few big moments, but for the most part, this was a really rough one to watch. Still very exciting, but man, that was... Boy, I don't even know what to say. The Joyriders just barely survive, winning 7-6. They get 13 hits and no errors. The Lockhorns, 9 hits and 2 errors. The difference was the bullpen there. Both teams allowing 5 runs in the second inning from their starters, and then the bullpens just kind of doing what they could. Both pitched really well, but in the end, Joyriders did just enough. Big day from Kayla Carter. She goes 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs. A big day from Caroline Gomez from the bottom of the order. She went 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs. But the big conversation in the locker room for the Joyriders is going to be the third baseman, Nick Everdale, one of the catalysts for this offense, but also an incredible defender at third base. And he is down for the count for at least the rest of this series, and if possible, if the Joyriders get to advance to the championship series, then they might be facing the team from the other conference without their starting third baseman for a while. So we'll have to see how long it takes him to recover. They're already dealing with the issue with Tusum Reed being injured, who's been fighting through that. So this is going to be crazy if the Joyriders can overcome those injuries. The other side, Lockhorns, big day from Gabriel Blanchard, a home run and 3 RBIs. Braden Gaines, decent 2 for 3 day, despite being terrible behind the plate. They can't get Emerson Smith back fast enough. J.R. Vang with 3 strikeouts and 3 at-bats. Man, that was tough. He honestly may have been the difference for the Lockhorns winning or losing this game. Alex Hazard 2 for 3. Blaine Collins 2 for 3 with a home run. 2 RBIs there, and then Tandy Saunders with a big clutch hit there at the bottom of the order to keep the Lockhorns in it just a little bit longer. Don't want to say too much pitching-wise, as both Bale Rowe and Elena Griffith were embarrassing today. Teacup Roden had a really rough time, or I guess she did decent until she gave up that home run to Kayla Carter. Al Khan and Garlic McConnell kind of went head-to-head all the way until the end. Very impressive for both of them, but Al Khan going 4 2/3 means he is probably not going to be appearing in the rest of this series against the Lockhorns if they go 5 games here, as he's pretty exhausted. Your number 1 player, Caroline Gomez, that's an interesting choice. Kayla Carter, number 2, and Blaine Collins, number 3. Tough loss for the Lockhorns. You know that they never shy away from a fight, though, and they are dealing with um, a bit of a deficit now. They have to try and fight back after losing this one, win at home, and then go back to Motor Yard and win that one. The other side, which we'll be watching next time, the Prowl, after a decisive 6-0 victory, making this a 2-1 series deficit for the Prowl. Now they have to face off against Bruce Wishwash. Yeah, the S tier starter for the Thumpers is on the mound with a chance to close it out at home at the Big Honda Bowl, and the Prowl looking to stave off another elimination game. Their backs are against the wall. They showed that they can do it the last time out. We'll see if they're capable of it again. My goodness, what a game. Thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to see y'all next time. We'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.